Okay, let's start our demo. Uh, I think you must know that um, the info path has too much limits about the custom control, so um, it is not convenient to use it. And the other thing is that the custom control cannot connect to a secondary data source. So for the web service, I think we cannot use it as the second data source, but as the main data source, that is too much limits. So um, I think that you just want to get the data for the combo box from an external data source, just like the normal combo box. So my suggestion is, can we um, configure the external data source in a config file, not the pop-up dialog, such as the normal combo box showing. For example, um, in this one, normal combo box, when we click, and we can choose from the external data source. That is just what you really want to get, right? So my suggestion is we add a config file. For example, we had a data source config file. We look at it, and we configure the URL for each custom com box. For example, this is type from XML file, and this is a web service, and this is a web service URL, and this is the XML file location. And we also configure the field just like the normal combo box did. Okay, you will see that is very similar, and then we will choose the field. So I think this is similar to this one, but we just configure it in a file, not the pop-up dialog. So and then for each, and we notice that this is a binding field, because on each form you maybe want to add more than one combo box. So which combo box to connect to which one, and we just configure it by the binding attribute. Let me give you an example. Let's create a new form, and we will add two. Okay, this is the first one, and this is the second. Change it, and we will add our custom control, and we also add normal text box, and this one we will get the data from the XML file, because this is the binding. This is the binding, and we will get the data according to the binding, and this. data from XML file, get data from web service. Okay, the preview, and you will see that we get a data from the XML file, and because we configure the XML file is from C drive test.xml. Let me look at it. Test this is data, and we also configure the field is from fields. So we will get data from the fields, from all the load data, child node, and this is what data get from the test XML file, and we also change it B CCC DDD. It only reflects the field 1, and this is get data from the web service, and this web service we just give you a demo, so that is very simple. You can see that this field is just reflect the field 2. So I think this is so far I think this is the best way to realize what you really want to get. And what you just need to do is when you want to the client, other machines want to use this and use your form, what you need to do is set this data source, dispatch this data source XML file, and the other things about the test XML or the web service URL, but you can configure it in this file. So what we really want to do is dispatch this data source XML file. And the other thing is about the installation. For the installation, for the ActiveX control, you just need to deploy the control and the cap file, and for the cap file, and when you add this one, Microsoft Info Pass controls, what you really want to do is add a cap file, and it is the cap file, and the cap file is only consists of the MSI file and also an INF file that will when you did this, and when the client machine open the form, it will automatically check if the machine has installed this cap file. If not, it will install our control automatically. So I think this is also very convenient. Okay, that's all I can do right now, and I hope you can like this. Thank you.